future and his coupling of her name with that of Percy Harvey. Percy might be heir to a considerable fortune, but he made her skin crawl. Avoiding Hannah's gaze, Fanny shrugged. "Anyone who matters knows I'm not in the habit of avoiding church." She paused. "Maybe they didn't even notice me here." Hannah looked past the rows of gravestones toward the street, then back at the ground at their feet. "They noticed." Hannah was right, of course. People had to have seen Fanny on her knees here, scrubbing like a washerwoman. Papa had chosen the center of the graveyard for the family plot, and the slight rise in this part of the cemetery would naturally draw their eyes toward the name Rousseau every time someone ventured past. Of course, if the location didn't do the trick, Mother had made certain people would look this way when she ordered a life-size stone angel to weep over Papa's grave. There it was again, the increasingly frequent tinge of annoyance that always mingled with Fanny's grief. What good did a stone angel do? It was too late for Papa to know how Mother felt about him, and now it was too late for Fanny, too. Any chance she might have had to understand Mother was forever lost. Lately, all Fanny's doubts and questions over the years seemed to have rolled themselves into a fast-growing, ever-darkening cloud of emotion she didn't quite know how to handle. This morning that cloud had been especially dense. And so, feeling confused and guilty about every negative thing she'd ever felt against Mother, and not wanting to face the people at church, she'd come here. Tending a grave was something a good daughter would do, wasn't it? Something a daughter should do. She glanced up at the stone angel. Was Mother feeling just this way after Papa died? Did she have regrets? Had ordering the angel made her feel better? "I want to plant rose bushes on either side of the tombstone," she said abruptly. "Yellow ones." "That'll be nice," Hannah said. "But Mr. McWilliams will be happy to do that. You don't want him thinking you're displeased with his caretaking." Fanny swiped at fresh tears. "I want to plant them myself. I need to do something." She gestured toward the new grave. Something for her. Yellow roses were her favorite, and Papa never seemed to remember. He always gave her red ones. Hannah's voice was gentle. "Red roses say, 'I love you.'" She was right, of course. Red roses meant love. Yellow meant friendship and fidelity. Was there some hidden meaning in Mother's liking yellow and Papa sending red? Would she always have these niggling doubts about everything? Isn't the best way to say "I love you" to give what someone likes instead of what custom dictates? "I see your thoughts, child." Hannah reached up and brushed one of Fanny's blonde curls away from her face. "There was love in that house. They just didn't show it the way you wanted them to. That's all it was, little miss. They just didn't know how to show it." Fanny pressed her lips together. Somehow, Hannah's tender touch made the longing worse. Why hadn't Mother ever done things like that? She cleared her throat. There was no point in bringing that up again. It made her sound spoiled and ungrateful. Maybe she was both of those things. She'd never heard her parents say a harsh word to each other. They'd given her everything she'd ever wanted. Mother had even been talking about a trip to Europe for them both. You should be counting your blessings instead of feeling sorry for yourself. Hannah was right. That feeling of being held at arm's length didn't mean anything. It was just Papa and Mother's way. Hannah's gently insistent voice brought Fanny back to the moment. "Let's get you home so I can clean your skirt." She grimaced as she bent to inspect the smudges where Fanny's knees had met the earth. Then, bucket in hand, she gave Fanny a one-armed hug.